Yes, we are live. Today is going to be a show match of UT4 Assault. It's a mod created by the gentleman next to me in the channel, Urgamanix. He's the creator of the mod. Say hello to your fans.
my hopefully upcoming fans. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. From here in Singapore, 3 a.m. here. Thanks for connecting and joining the stream.
Awesome. Yeah, so today's agenda basically is we have set up a hub, a server, with two teams. Both teams were selected or predefined, so it's not a random encounter. Both teams are full of players who have been active in the Assault mod for quite some time. Do you want to talk about the players a little bit while I jump into the game?
Yes, sure, absolutely. And I'm also trying to get into the game because gloriously they've changed the passwords 2 seconds before we joined.
Yeah.
So I'm sure some of you guys have already played Assault in previous versions of UT. Effectively, it is a map which has several types of objective. Sometimes you need to shoot the objective, sometimes you need to touch the objective, sometimes it's more like a zone, like King of the Hill style, where you need to stand in it. But the idea is that one team attacks and completes all of the necessary objectives, and the other team defends. So after the attacking team has completed that, they switch sides, and the team that defended need to attack in a faster time. And if whoever attacks in the faster time wins the map. It's that simple. So,
okay.
Yep, and there are a couple of things to Assault. I mean, fragging is, of course, extremely important, but there are a number of tricks you can perform as well to get around the defending team. Sometimes you can skip objectives using some fancy little bits and pieces. There is also a thing called hammer launching, where you can set your hammer, and your team members can actually jump into it to go further distances. So there's a lot of gameplay, strategic gameplay there. It's like Blitz, but a bit more complicated, a bit more varied gameplay. But of course, we're hoping to see a lot of good fragging as well.
That sounds fantastic. I've already spotted that there is Cyborg in one of the teams. Is that the same dude who's been playing normal weapon deathmatch?
Deathmatch, yes, he has. He's definitely come from the UT99 crowd, Assault crowd, but now he's a bit more varied.
Okay, well, because you mentioned fragging, and he's definitely one of the top fraggers, I would say, from the people I've known so far in deathmatch. Then launching is allowed, and launching is the launching of the impact hammer, which Urgamanix just explained to you. And also Fat Jeff once showed me the whole concept in Assault Bridge. It's very interesting. So basically, if you know the impact hammer of UT4, with your right click, which is actually a shielding function in deathmatch, you determine the direction. And then you load it and look whatever direction you want, right? And when a teammate jumps onto your impact hammer, he does not receive any team damage, but will be launched into the direction of your secondary. So that's pretty cool mechanic, and a nice use of the current version of the impact hammer, I think, which is less useful than previous iteration of UT so far. Gitz and I, by the way, have have thought about the concept and will update you on our work on it. So, do you know the players? Is it something you would like to do?
I do. Most of them are just players.
then I would say then I would say out of every team you just pick one player and who is sort of the team leader, maybe like IBAMS was earlier in our channel. I would say let's pick him for team one, and maybe Fat Jeff for the other team, and let them speak how the chances are and how the teams are working together, and then let's hop in the game in like a minute.
Yeah, so definitely, as you said, IBAMS has the perfect balance. I mean, he plays a lot of deathmatch, really a lot of deathmatch in UT4. So he'll be a very strong person because he has, he has the complete assault knowledge as well. He'll be definitely taking some of the hammer launchers and stuff like that. On the blue team, pay attention to Fat Jeff because Fat Jeff is really a strong assaulter. He'll definitely pull out some tricks, some strategic tricks that probably we haven't seen other assault players. We haven't seen today. We haven't seen before. So that's going to be very interesting. The other ones, some of them are a bit more on the killing side and some are a bit more on the assaulting side. It looks like we do have two balanced teams. Personally, I would say that the red team is probably leaning towards the stronger team very slightly, but I've been wrong before. Shall we pop into the red team channel first and just have a quick chat before we start?
Let's do that. I'm hopping over. Hi guys.
Hello.
It's Urgamanix and Frag here. We're about to start, and we just are taking the chance to speak to IBAMS very quickly about how the teams look like. What's your goal for this match?
You're on stream. Don't swear.
Okay. Hello. Well, it's a Showmatch, so it's mixed team, and we are really sure we are going to frag them out. But they have two good players, Macho Man and Cyborg, so it will be the goal for us to kill those two first.
So those two guys will be your main targets before you focus on the others and the objectives?
Yeah.
Okay, good luck with that.
Jeff, I noticed you left out Fat Jeff there. Any particular reason you left him out?
Maybe intentionally.
No comment.
Alright guys, you're ready? Your team is ready?
Yeah.
Awesome. We will hop over to the other team and probably gonna start in like 30 seconds to 1 minute.
Okay, very good.
Awesome.
Nice, bye-bye.
Hello blue team, it's Urgamanix and Fragam here.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, Uga.
So, Fat Jeff, how was your team created? I already asked the question in the other chat, but I didn't receive a proper answer, so I'm gonna ask you. Did you decide who's gonna be in your team?
Yes.
I think he created both teams, no?
Well, I had a warm-up signing list, and it was filled within a day, very fast. And yeah, then I tried from experience to make some fair teams, but let's see.
Okay.
If these teams aren't fair, you can blame me.
Awesome. So I already heard the secret strats from the other team, which I can't disclose to you right now, unless you had it on the server already, on the stream already. What's gonna be your secret strat to win this game?
I will give this question over to Macho Man. He's the captain.
No
yeah.
pressure.
So.
Just.
But Jeff, are we gonna see some?
Pressure.
Are we gonna see some nice launches from you guys or not? Some nice tricks.
We're gonna try to do some tricks, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
I hope you can cover it pretty well on the screen, because Assault can be a pretty fast game, to, especially to commentate and spectate. So.
Alright, so who's gonna be your main launcher guy to definitely not miss out?
Spitter and me will probably set most launches.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll try to keep that in mind. If your team is ready, I would say we will start this any second. Who's gonna be the host? Is it you, Fat Jeff?
No, IBAMS.
All right, then we'll let him know, and we start in any second.
Yep. Okay.
Awesome.
Cool. I will go. I will go mention the IBAMS, and I will catch you back down in the in our little private commentator box.
Sounds good. Alrighty. Just waiting for Urgamanix to let IBAMS
here we
know.
go.
Here we go. Awesome.
And if they're playing this map, then this will be the first map. This is Riverbed, and it is a bit of a linear map. That's the good news. Okay, it's good, easy to follow. Just so you know, Fragam is controlling the camera. Okay, so I hope we can cover everything. One problem that we do have on spectator mode today, thanks to my dodgy code, is we can't see the objective markers. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so the first objective would just be to get into the outpost. You see there's a big, if you zoom up, you can see there's a big sort of choke point here where the two teams are meeting.
Yeah, I can see the two towers here, and the blue team is already pushing into the red team. So who's the attacker and who's the defender here?
So blue team always attacks first. You see Fat Jeff is already on the roof.
I can see him, yeah.
He's hammered up there and he's hitting the objective. That compressor is already gone, so now this door will open. The door is going to open here, and the tunnels, that little passageway right at the back. And Fat Jeff's almost in. Ooh, did you see that? Saved
Yeah,
right
I was
on the objective
following him. He was sneaking right into the garage here.
He was 2 milliseconds away from getting into that tunnel at the back of the garage there, and that's the next objective. He's almost in again.
I was about to say he's really well aware of this map and knows where he can be seen and where not.
He is the sneaky man. Like I mentioned already, he's proving to be the MVP of this map for the blue team. So this objective right now, trying to get into the tunnels, is the most difficult objective on the map. It really is a choke point. The red team will be looking to really save some minutes here, but you can see the pressure. These attackers are getting very close to that tunnels, and it's really a case of pushing all the way out. If the defending team holds back, they're going to get a lot of pressure. So they do need some people at the back, and they need some people at the front.
It looks pretty good for the blue team right now. However,
Fat Jeff's in. He's in. He's got it. Tunnels are entered. He's done it.
So he went like a secret path or something, right?
I think he just snuck through on one of the sides. They were caught sleeping already, to be quite honest with you. So now they're in this tunnel area. They've blown up the two doors, okay, to get into this tunnel complex. And at the end of this tunnel complex right now is the next objective. It's a charge that they need to touch.
I'm gonna go there. Wow.
So they're at,
look at Nira. She was almost there.
Look at Macho Man. Fat Jeff.
Fat Jeff again.
Fat Jeff again.
He's such a ninja.
I told you, do not write off Fat Jeff. Bams is going to regret that. And
I was driving with a camera as fast as I could, and he already was there.
That's crazy. It's crazy. The red team are going to be really shocked by this. Because I was expecting a much stronger hold. So now you can see we're under the bridge already.
Yeah, and I was about to say I do not see Fat Jeff right now, which means he's probably doing something really sneaky again. And I'm right, actually. Yes, I'm actually on his pop right now.
He's going to hit the final objective unless there's someone watching it, and there's nobody watching him.
Oh, wow!
They got in low. Wow. 3 minutes, impossible time. I think it's an impossible time for Bams' team to get through this. Oh, and apparently they lost one player. That might be a reason why.
Why? Why does that happen?
Mr. Frost keeps getting kicked from the server, unfortunately. So that makes a bit more sense.
Okay, so how could that happen?
No idea. No idea how he got kicked. Maybe his connection or something like that. I'm not sure.
Okay.
So let's see. Now you know the map. You can follow the map, even though it was quite quick.
I mean, if they're missing one right now, it's going to be really hard to actually break through the defense.
It will be, yeah. They might use this as a warm-up map and just go again. However, they have got the compressor. Macho Man said he's watching, so they're playing 5v5 right now.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to follow iBems here, because he seemed like a really strong fragger at the earlier map.
Tunnels is already gone, so it looks like these teams cannot defend to save their lives.
Awesome.
The red team can actually win this. So the cavern entrances have gone again. I don't know what the blue team's doing. I mean, Fat Jeff is there. Fat Jeff's there in the right place.
I'm running. Yeah, I'm running towards the doors.
Yeah, Temper is actually almost there. Nope, he got blocked. So now in this charge area, there's a top route and a bottom route. Okay,
yeah.
So you can see the attackers.
Cyborg being the last defender, just being diminished down And the
So
red
they have
team
a bit
keeps
of
on
balance
pushing.
now.
Nice.
Yeah, Mr. Frost is coming in low, but looks like they have a good defense split now. Watching the watching the top and the bottom.
There are 3 guys at the bottom of blue, so it seems like the worst choice to go there.
Temper. Oh, we got some red team in. They're not looking behind the boxes, and charge has been placed. So they need to defend this for 1 minute. This final objective again for 1 minute. And JR is
Oh,
already
it's looking
in.
good. Yeah, JO and Temper in the last room.
Okay, looks like they're dead. Oh, Temper's in.
Wow.
Wow.
Did
Okay,
they actually
so
beat this with
They actually
225?
won. Yes, they actually won.
They
With,
beat
2
the
minutes and
impossible
11.
time.
I don't know what's going on, but if I was playing right now, I'd be like, I'd be kind of shocked because these teams, they know how to defend these maps, and it looks like they can't defend at all currently. So it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. Maybe they were just canceling this one because people were not. Frost had a problem. I'm not sure.
Well, you can guess a lot here. In the end, it was 1 player missing on each side. So maybe if tactics and strategies are based on a certain amount of players, and then you subtract 1 player, then obviously, for example, a defense isn't as strong on one side, or maybe an attack wave isn't as strong on the other. So maybe that might have been also a really big influence on the result we just saw.
Yeah, but definitely the MVP of that first map was Fat Jeff easily. I mean, he got all of the major objectives in that first map.
Yeah, he was a ninja. He got the ninja award.
Complete ninja.
So what's so special about this map? Whenever there's a sound beeping, a train is coming.
Yes. So this first area that they're in now is indeed it definitely has a train, and you can actually hammer onto the train. So you'll probably see Fat Jeff hammering onto the train to take a very efficient form of transport through. There are also little passageways in the sewers that they can use to get the first objective, dispatch doors. Now, when they get dispatch doors, it's going to be complicated because there are several different things you can do. You can go straight to the final objective, but it goes through a room of goo, of slime. That's one thing. And the other thing is to get the warehouse, which will also be, we're hoping, will be defended properly this time, which is the choke point. After that, when they get into the warehouse, they just need to blow up an auto cannon, and then they win.
All right. By the way, we just saw the train driving through.
Yes, we did. So it'll be interesting to see how they use the train. You can be killed by the train, of course, if you get hit by it.
So how do you launch on it?
You just hammer up. So just like
and then it transports you through the map.
It transports you to the other end of the tunnel. So if you're looking at Farrak right now, there's a tunnel there, and it lets you really spread out. The whole thing of this first objective is width. If the attackers all go through the same way, then it's going to be an easy defense. But if you're using the tunnels on either side and you're stretching out very wide, it's very hard for the defenders to cover all the bases.
All right.
So it looks like now we have more players on the blue team than necessary.
Yep. And who's not on it? Or who shouldn't be on it?
That's up to the blue team to decide. But as soon as we've there we go. Blood King seems to have.
Okay, cool.
Okay, and let's see if they start. Okay, they're starting. Okay, here we go. So
awesome.
Let's hoping for a bit of a longer map this time, not 3 minutes, because it's a bit crazy to commentate when they're zooming through the map like that.
They were just really, really fast. You got to give it to them.
Yeah, but
first
I don't
Jeff
think...
was a ninja, and then missing the 1 player.
Okay, here we go. So the red team's pushing out very strongly. You can see that Cyborg is out through the tunnels on the left-hand side. And you can see Spitter. So Spitter
I
has
was
landed
about to
into
say,
the
yeah.
right-hand side.
I'm following
Yes.
him. So he's taken a secret path right now.
He has, but there's someone watching it. But the problem is, the red team is putting like 4 players watching Spitter, and meanwhile, Fat Jeff's in again. Oh, almost at the objective. You see that switch next to the doors. Okay, this is a better hold right here. So Spitter's still there. No one's watching him now. They've forgotten about him. He's going to sneak through. So I will let you know when he sneaks through, and you can watch. Macho Man's almost in. So here comes. No.
Yeah, Macho Man just died. Yeah.
Okay, Spitter's in.
Spitter now is in.
Spitter's actually skipped the first objective, and he is going for the second objective.
Why
And
would
let's
he
see
do
if gets
that?
it or not.
What's he getting from
An
it?
objective. He's activated the hardest objective without
Oh, wow.
anybody stopping him.
So basically, you don't
Shooter
have
is
to go
sneaking.
for the first objective if you
don't
can
have to
make
go
it
for
to the
first
second one.
objective.
That's crazy. He
And he
actually
almost
almost
got
made it
the
to the
final.
cannon.
He almost made the final. They just stopped him.
So
They're
they
gonna
had to
regret that.
refocus all their manpower or frag power to stop Spitter, because that would have been the end. While meantime, the other blue players basically could wreck up, get some armor, right? And now
Exactly.
make the final push. It was really fast, 1 minute 40.
I mean,
That's what
I'm gonna
happens
say that's an
if you
impossible time.
put experienced players in one team, I would say.
Well, yeah, you can say that, but at the same time, if I was running the team, for example, I would say, okay, one person needs to stay on that doorway the whole time, right? You just put one person there. You know you haven't killed Spitter, so why did they let him off? It's a lack of coordination.
Yeah, but as we heard, teams are mixed, so they're probably not
That's true.
as strong
Yeah,
on the
that's
team
true.
play / we don't know how much they trained. But I actually think
That's
it's not too bad, because we're playing a best of 7 and we're just on the second map. And actually Diesel is following Spitter's
Eric's
tactic.
trying the same way, yes. And once again, okay, so you see Fat Jeff is actually, he knows. So actually Farrak is in.
I was
In
about
fact,
to say.
2 people are in. Bams and Farrak are in, but they're both dead, and that's a better defense. So they've lost the first objective, but they're keeping the second objective, and that's really good from a strategic standpoint, because 40 seconds to get this key objective is not enough. The one way they're going to try to win is if you see where the bio test room is, where all the goo is, that's a direct route to the final objective. So they can try
Yep.
to go through there. And you can see there are 3 people now trying to go through there. Mexan's trying to go through there. He got killed by the goo. JR's now going through there. JR's in,
And he died.
but he's dead. He's dead. That's the only way they could have won. They wouldn't have gotten. Okay, they did get
Yeah,
the
they
subjective
tried.
final. They did get it in the final seconds. So Spitter really making the difference there with the sneaky route.
Yeah, like you said, everyone forgot about him. And he made the move. He pulled the Fat Jeff.
Yeah. And it's good because, I mean, how long did he wait before he went through? I mean, he waited like a minute, of just standing there, waiting for people to forget about him. And it was good patience. It was good patience. It paid off.
Yeah, I agree. Well played. So we have 11 more maps in the map pool to be picked from.
Well, at this rate, we'll be done by dinner time. I might actually get some sleep by the end of the day if we're going to be completing all the maps this quickly. So in the meantime, do we have any questions in the chat while I wait for this next map to load?
Let me check. One question was, I mean, it's not really related to Assault, but why not still target it? So one question was about if this game, well, the game, UT, is or will become an esports game. If you ask me, it already is an esports game. It always has been. So for me, there's no question about being in, an esport in terms of getting better practice and these kind of things, or not. The question is, when does the game come out? And will Epic put in the effort to promote this game for the pro circuit? And I cannot answer those questions because I don't work for Epic and I don't have any affiliation with them. But UT has proven to be around for, let me think, if it was 99, it was probably 18 years or something like that. It has an active community. It's not the biggest one, but however, it still is pre-alpha. So for that being said, I think it's a really good point to get started with a game.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big... Everybody has a different definition of when a game becomes an esport, right? I mean, technically, even your Street Fighter V and a lot of your fighting games that perhaps some of you don't play today is an esport, right? Because there's tournaments, there's
absolutely.
Commentary, I guess to some people the point is when they ask will it become an esport is will it become as big as your Counter-Strike, your CS:GO or your League of Legends or stuff like that. And it's probably just too early to tell, really. It's difficult to work out the appetite for a game such as UT, where it's much faster and it's very frag based,
and it's also way harder. So I think the players are ready. They just said
Yes.
they would wait for your command to go, and we will definitely dive into that conversation after the
afterwards.
After this match, basically, after this map. If there's time, we will not forget about the questions.
I see other questions that, we'll answer those as well. Right. So ballistic this is something that will not be completed in 3 minutes. I hope. Let's hope so. So the best thing to do would be to get a high up view in this outside area. The first area, and the Fat Jeff setting a hammer. You see there? Macho Man zooms in a bit.
Yeah, it's actually two people setting the hammer.
It looks like they tried to set a two-person hammer, but the attacking team kind of stopped them a bit too fast. Fat Jeff going up. Fat Jeff setting another hammer now. Watch Spitter. And the hammer wasn't. Spitter zooming there.
Oh, he actually made it. He actually made it, but was killed in the process.
That was a brilliant sniper shot. They're picking them off in midair with the sniper.
JR, I think was the one killing him.
Good deathmatch, good fragging skills there. So the normal objective would be to touch the front door on the gate, which Fat Jeff's still trying to set the hammer, but they're kind of blocking it right now. It's a better defense
right on top of it. Spitter made it. The very gentleman
Spitter
who was...
did make it. So now he's hiding around there. In fact, actually, they're through really big. So they're sort of activating some of the other objectives. They've knocked down the sniper nest field, which is a temporary thing. And if you follow Cyborg, he's going to get in.
He actually made it with a hammer jump, but was killed at the balcony.
Both killed. Okay, that's good, because that's another skip. And if they're letting too many skips go through, I mean, that's game-changing.
Okay, so, Blood King's still hiding at the right side, waiting for his moment to shine.
Spitter's trying to get in through the sniper nest again, but he doesn't have enough health to do the hammer. The next objective is where Blood King is going. Okay, so if you look at where JR is now, there's a generator inside that little room where Bams is, and they need to shoot the objective where noise controllers is in. Nobody's defending it. Noise controllers gets the generator there.
So he made it through without anything noticing.
Yeah. Once again, I mean, usually you would put someone on that objective really tight. And now they're into the base. So the next objective is where IBAMS is, and that's the warhead launcher.
Spitter is running for his life to actually touch the objective there, but was killed.
Okay, so let's hope that they can set up the teams. Again, there are two routes, one high, one low. You can see that Bams is playing back defense, so he's really playing back defense.
Nose control is almost through. But Mixanic actually was able to stop him from touching the objective.
Macho Man, he's got armor, and they're letting him in. Whoa. IBAM's committing suicide there to blow up. I can't remember who was now. Macho Man. So that was a good save there. Bams and Mr. Frost are back in the back.
Oh, nice air rocket.
Okay, so better defense. Cyborg's in.
Cyborg with an armor. Really hard to kill.
Can IBAM stop him?
Oh,
Ooh,
last
nice. Mr. Frost,
minute
last save there. Spitter's through. Spitter's got it.
He got it.
Spitter's got it. Yeah, Warhead low. Warhead
Two
low
flag
sequence
kills
initiated.
and the fate was sealed.
And okay, so now the defenders are at the final objective there, which is to launch the missile. The button
I think Cyborg is through.
there. Cyborg again with the armor.
Really close.
Macho
made it.
Man got it.
Yeah, nice wall dodge at the end.
10, 8,
Okay, so just under 4 minutes.
5, 4,
How good is the time?
3, 2,
It's bad. to be quite honest, it's bad. I mean, once again, you're seeing objectives, and you know there are assault players. Okay, they know the key points to defend. Oh, double hammer! Look at that launch by
Yeah.
Temper. He's gonna crater.
I saw that he almost made it.
He almost made it. I thought he was gonna crater. Mr. Frost almost at the door. Nope. I mean, they're not. The thing is, they're not putting people at the key points, you know. And any assault player knows the key points. Bams has the main door, so now the main door's gone, and the generator has opened.
There's another attempt to hammer jump at the top left.
Yep, they send the hammer.
Temper's
Temper's
jumping.
over.
He's arrived. He's jumping.
He's going for the.
Only
but
against
you
two
see
players.
Fat Jeff there. Fat Jeff knows that he needs to be right there, you know, in the room, final defense, just waiting patiently for that person to to come in.
Yeah, talking about the patiently. He's well aware that people could be jumping over the wall over there.
Yep. Exactly, and it's a bit demoralizing, this objective, when you spend like a minute trying to get it and you can't. It's like, you know, you start to the attacker's got a minor objective there that's disabled one of the teleporters for the defending team, but it's looking pretty stable, you know.
Yeah.
You have a good defense on the generator. You have Spitter who's watching the sniper nest there. So this should be a defense, I think. Let's see what the attackers have to come up with.
Yeah, so Fat Jeff seemed to have troubles with his health, but apparently there wasn't enough focus on him, so he was able to stack up on health packs, and he's 100 HP again.
The red team is setting a hammer on the hill again, but they're messing it up. Nobody's there to take it. Mexan finally takes it, but Fat Jeff just knows, and Blood King is there in the room now as well. Temper dying. Mexan trying to sneak through
On the
but
right side.
nobody's turned off the sniper nest. You see, now the sniper nest is temporarily turned off. Can Bams get in? Or is he just going to frag? Looks like he's just going to frag it.
He got shut down. JR now in the middle. Mixenic in the middle.
Oh, nice rockets. He's got
I
it.
think we have it, yeah. JR did it.
Yeah. The defending team sort of pulled over to the sniper nest a bit too much, and they opened up the generator. I mean, that's good. That's good strategy.
Yeah, so the whole team is pushing through the main gate right now.
But I mean, 50 seconds to get this.
Oh, they
Let's
have
see.
2 picks.
Barracks in high.
They got
Barracks
one
in
more.
high. No.
3 guys
Temper.
at the last defense
Temper,
here.
Temper.
He made it.
Temper got it.
Very
I don't
nice.
believe it. Someone give these guys some defensive lessons. Okay, let's see if they can do this. This is going to be tight. 20 seconds. Hold on to your seats.
Cyborg on a killing spree. That's the frag prowess he has. 4 red players, 5 red players in the room right now against 2 blue ones. Wow.
10 seconds. IBAMS is going to be first. No. They looks like they've just held on to this. Yeah.
Wow.
they've just held on
Very,
to it.
very close. Very close.
I'm just gonna shut up on my predictions of what's a good time because it seems like this match offense is the way to go.
I think it's alright if you give predictions because, you know, that's also very helpful for the audience, specifically the ones who never saw Assault before, so they get a feeling of how long maybe a map takes, how long a whatever best of 3 takes. Obviously, if it's like whatever 3 minutes per round, then you have 6 minutes per map, and give it up to 20 minutes for a best of 3 or something. 15 to 20.
Yeah. But the good thing about Assault and the way we've done it is that you can have small maps and you can have big maps. You know, we're seeing quite a few big maps right now, but I think as we go through the map pool, we'll see some smaller maps that, I mean, goodness knows, maybe they're going to finish it in 10 seconds or something crazy like that. But, you know, we'll see the smaller maps as time goes on. Now, this is definitely probably the biggest map we have.
I was about to say, that's the one Fedjeff showed me the first, and it took ages to walk through.
Yeah, this is a big map, but it can be completed very easily. So I saw a couple of questions before. What's the strongest team in Assault now? We haven't really set up a league yet, but if we go by cups, to be honest, it's really the fraggers. So I don't know if you know TZM, or you know that group of players that have really good deathmatch skill, but they know their stuff on Assault as well. You know, they know the basics. They don't know, you know, all the secret launchers and you know, that sort of thing, but they know enough. You know, they can sneak when they need to sneak, they can frag when they need to frag. So that's very strong.
They know enough to utilize their frag power.
Yes, exactly. And where people play in Assault, we usually have at least one full. We usually play a 7v7 every night, at least.
Okay.
We've just installed Assault on the Phoenix hub, which is a very popular hub for Germans. We have our own Assault hub where we play sometimes. And we do have Assault game type on UT Pug's Discord.
Okay.
Oppenheimer's asking for more first person.
Yeah, and I was about to say, because obviously it's a big map, there's not too many nooks and crannies, so I think it's perfectly fine to follow a very good fragger, like Cyborg maybe, here on specifically the first 2 points, where there's a lot of, you know, open field and sniping going on.
So let me on that point, let me tell them to go. But the thing about this map is when you look at this map, you'll see the main point in this open area is the bridge. Okay, and you guys have already seen some hammer launches. Now the team where Cyborg is right now can hammer someone up to the top of the bridge. And if you get an attacking player up to the top of the bridge, you've skipped 2/3 of the map.
2/3.
2/3 of the map.
That's crazy.
So it's crazy, but it's the thing about this map is that it's easy to defend, right? I mean, you put someone with sniper on the bridge, they can stop the launch easily. Even the attackers down below also have snipers, so it's really the biggest defensive mistake if you let someone launch on this map.
All right.
Okay.
With that being said, I think we got all the info we need to be able to follow it. You give the players a go.
I'm giving them the go. Let's see what happens.
And as requested, I'll be following 1 or 2 players for the first 2 points in POV.
I will call out the. I will call out whether. I will call out the higher view, if they're launching or anything like that.
All right, sounds good. So how important are the boots here on this map? What do you need them for?
Boots aren't that important, to be quite honest with you. You can. It's very tough, but you can get up to the bridge by yourself with boots. But I don't think anybody will try that because it's really high risk, and someone can easily stop it.
So it would be easier to definitely use hammer jumps.
Definitely, yeah. And let's see. So I'm going to call it out. They're not launching right now. Oh wait, they tried to launch. They're trying to launch from the attacker cave, but it got stopped. Spit is standing there, and Macho Man is also.
What we just saw was some pretty crazy stuff. Two guys from the from the blue team were actually diving and shooting with snipers out of the water. I've never seen that before.
They're trying to launch, but it's failing very very dramatically. Temper is there watching. Temper's there sniping. So they're pushing in low now.
Yeah, I'm following Cyborg here. He's trying to be sneaky. Just waiting for the boots, I suppose.
So if they can get in there, they'll get a new spawn point, which is good news.
Cyborg kind of fucked up the jump, but he still made it through.
Okay, so they're setting the launch again. They've set a hammer. Watch, Fat Jeff's gonna take it. Oh no, Fat Jeff got headshot.
Okay. I'll keep on following Cyborg here.
Yes, they didn't get the new spawn, but they got the next objective. So it's interesting situation right now. They're probably going to try to push low because their launching has just failed quite a bit. So they're probably going to push low.
I'm going to follow IBAMS here on the bridge, and he just got killed when I said that. So
Spitter's in. Watch Spitter. Now Spitter has bypassed the new spawn point. And he's actually going for the final spawn point. And I don't think anyone...
He's running. He's running for his life.
Trying to stop them. Oh, Farag stopped him. No, but Cyborg's there. Cyborg got the final objective. So they're on the bridge. They are on the bridge. They skipped one new set of spawn points, and now they're on the bridge. So the bridge, just quickly explain the bridge to you. There are 4... detonation points under the bridge, and they need to activate all 4 detonation points under this bridge.
Yep.
Then the detonator is on the opposite side of the bridge where the defenders are. That's the final.
They're here, by the way. Yeah.
So 3 and 4 have gone. The ones closest to the defenders.
And Spit is on his way.
All the
Fat Jeff incoming with Spitter.
So now they just need to touch the detonator. Fat Jeff's almost at the detonator. 4 attackers. They can't defend it. It's gone.
They did it.
10,
Nice.
Nice. Another fast time.
I would have loved to see the skipping at the beginning, but I think to give some content, it probably was better because otherwise it's over too easily.
It's a difficult map to show map to commentate and stream on because there's so many different things that you can do, you know. But if you look at the red team here, they're pushing in. They've said fuck the launches. We're just going to push in low and kill some people.
Sabok having some trouble to hit anything right now. I think he had like 10 shots and didn't hit anything. It's not what we're used to seeing from him. Okay, let's follow Mr. Frost here.
Mexan is hiding. He's got the boots, Mexan, so he might jump in. Doesn't look like they're launching at all. Which is brave considering they only have 2 minutes left.
What is he waiting for? He's probably too low, thinking that he needs to get the boots.
Oh, and someone's in again. Someone's in.
IBAMS was it, yeah.
So actually the second objective is where the new spawn point is where Macho Man is. He's defending that.
We're just looking at a launch here.
Oh, this is a launch.
IBEMS is setting it up. I think it did not work.
No, they still have 2 guys on the bridge. So
Yeah,
I guess
3 guys actually. 4 almost, if you count in Fat Jeff, who's actually rolling the field from the back.
And the problem with having 4 on the bridge is that the red team is pushed in. Poor Macho Man trying to defend against 4. But I think they've realized that with 1 minute left, they just need to defend the launch now. I think they've said screw the low route, okay? Because they don't have time. They don't have time to go through low.
Macho Man and Spitter having the very room here right now, fully under their control.
Farrak's on the bridge. Oh, Farrak's on the bridge. He hammer jumped up.
Objective accomplished.
Oh wow!
Farrak going for the final.
Wow!
Final objective. They got the final. Nice move by Farrak. Very nice
Indeed.
move.
I think they made it.
Can they do all 4 charges and detonator in 23 seconds? I don't think so. Let's see. I hope they would.
Nice kill on Blood King.
Tempa's in. Tempa got 2. Bams went for the other ones. Bams went for 4.
Objective
Wow.
1
wow.
and 3. Can someone
Wow.
get final?
Wow! Man, that was so close again.
Oh man.
If IBEMS wouldn't have been stopped, he still had 1 boots charge, he would have easily been able to just jump over them and touch the detonator.
Yeah, and we had people coming out low as well. Very close. So I'm not keeping track of the scores, but
I think it's 3-0, if I'm not mistaken. But it was very close games. Shadow Knights is saying stop PUB people die too fast. Well, I specifically wanted to do a little bit more PUB this round in order to see what Urgamanix said about the bridge. You know, having it under control and having to snipe it / sniping from it. And I think we all could see that it was a very important point in the map. To either jump on or snipe from. Yeah.
Yeah, Farrak with a very good move.
Is the map loading or did? Oh, okay, never mind. It's loading.
It's weird.
Desert Storm. Next up, map
Apparently I need to
number
download
4.
This map, which is interesting.
Well, prepared as I am, I obviously did all the downloading before.
No. No, I mean I have the map and I apparently didn't download it. It's kind of weird.
Pretty nice. Yes, this is Assault. We're doing a show match here between 2 teams which were mixed up to have a kind of balance. All of them are active Assault players. I'm co-hosting this with Urgamanix, who's the creator of the mod. He programmed it and is the project lead, so to speak. The score right now is 3-0 for team. Is it A or B?
It's team Fat Jeff.
It's Team Fat Jeff, yeah. Let's call it Team Fat Jeff.
Team Fat Jeff.
Also easier to follow because we don't have a custom overlay right here. / we can't really implement team names yet.
Well, actually, that's I implemented team names, but Epic changed the format of the configuration file, and they haven't fixed it so that you can use the ini variables. So there is that ability to keep track of the score and the team names, but I need Epic to fix something first.
Okay. Which might happen eventually after Fortnite Battle Royale is promoted enough. Pretty Nice is asking if you need to be a certain level to access Assault.
No. There's a learning curve, I guess you could say, because you need to know the maps, right? You need to learn the maps. So you need to play each map for maybe 1 or 2 times to get an understanding. But once you've done that, I think give it a try. I think you'll find it you'll find it something different, you know, from your deathmatch or your other game types. You know, it's a bit different.
Yeah, you just have to go on the UT4 Assault Hub. If I actually can find it over here, Assault EU1. You just join it. You download all the maps or content, and then you're basically already ready to go.
Yeah, we also have a Discord, ut4assault.com. The 4 is the number, ut4assault.com/Discord. We'll get you into our Discord.
Awesome. Map number 4 is starting any second.
And it is Desert Storm. So this one is a bit more linear, which is good. This the original UT99 version of this map was to stop Saddam Hussein from launching his missiles.
Well, obviously worked out in our favor.
It worked out. Yes, it did. The end video of the UT99 was a picture of Saddam Hussein getting shot by a helicopter.
Jesus.
Yes, but we haven't. This isn't implemented in this one. Okay, so here we go.
It will be kind of old school anyway.
The blue team setting a hammer to get through this first tunnel very quick. Cyborg getting through? Yes, he did. Very good. So immediately they get a new checkpoint, and now you'll see there's a left and right. The next objective is where most of the red team are. There's a little switch there.
I'm actually having the full view over here, left and right. Here we go.
Noise controllers all died on it. Lots of bodies on it. I see somebody headbutting the. I don't know whose cops that is, but someone's headbutting the switch.
I think what the blue team should try to do is just group up a little bit better, and then come actually at the same time, left and right, and then eventually they have to divide the attention.
Watch spinning. He's going to do a hammer.
He's through.
Nice.
He got it.
They got it. So now the attacking team will respawn. They get a new spawn point, as was mentioned, and they set a hammer, but the hammer failed. And they're going into this complex, and this is the key objective here. This is the objective that should be defended for a very long time. Temper is at final defense, so where Temper is the next switch. And again, there is a high route and a low route.
Okay, I'm following Temper for a little bit over here.
He's
so
on back.
So the high route basically already is covered by 2 guys.
But Blood King, well, let's see. Blood King is in.
Nope, got torn down by Temper, who himself is very low right now. Has to be very careful.
Yeah, there's not a lot of health, so you need to get back into your positions. If you do have positions, get back in very quickly. Spitter's gonna hammer up.
Yeah, he's actually through. Oh, yeah, he made it.
Oh, he got it.
Very, very close
that
one.
Frag, 1 second too late for that frag. So now they're going under the complex. Spitter's zooming through. He's trying to set a hammer, but he just got hit. Just 1 second too late.
Blue team is rushing into the courtyard here.
So this is good for a POV shot. Trying to push through some fragging here. They seem to have a good hold. Cyborg gets hammered up a little bit there. They are getting some hammers set up to push up. Fat Jeff zooming up. Oh, Noise Controllers has made it through. Can he get the final? The final is...
No one's paying attention. Noise Controller actually made it through. No one took care of him.
So Noise Controllers has opened the top route. The final objective, Temper's doing a good job. He knows there's someone high. Nice frag there. On the final. Good save by Temper.
Shield belt is up. No one's taking it right now.
I think Temper would if he wasn't so stressed at trying to do the final.
Okay,
this is
so
a good defense.
Back to square one. They're defending the courtyard.
Yep.
Cyborg sneaking, but also been taken down by rocket spam.
I'm actually surprised no one has taken the belt at this point. Maybe Temper's going for it. That's the thing with Assault. You're so worried whether someone's coming into the objective, you don't know if you have time for it or not.
Yeah, because if he's at the objective, then it's basically over. Probably not worth the 150 additional health or armor, so to speak.
Exactly. Oh, Spitted with a nice launch on Fat Jeff. Fat Jeff killed one. He's in. He's in. Can he touch it? Can he touch it? Can he touch it?
He did. He didn't.
No, he died. No, he died at the end.
He
Cyborg.
got body blocked.
Correct.
He got body blocked, and so it was like 5 to 10 seconds even delayed.
8, 7,
Okay, I think this is going to be 3-1 finally. Good time, good defense. It was a bit more organized. Temper with some good saves there.
objective accomplished.
Do you know how I can disable the weapon overview?
There's some little arrows on the left hand side when you hover over with your mouse, and one of them will hide that. Okay, so let's see.
I'm not sure about
So
that.
Mexen's Temper's in, JR's in. Mr. Frost, close. Because you can show the mini-map as well, right? You know how to show the mini-map?
You tell me.
So you know where the names are and the healths and the weapons?
Yes.
If you put your mouse on the left-hand side, like left-hand edge of the screen, your mouse cursor, some arrows will appear.
Gotcha.
Okay, and the top one shows the mini-map.
Objective
So Temper finally gets scud. It was a good, bit of a good defense. This objective doesn't usually get health for long. So one of those arrows will also hide the.
I will check that out next map. Okay, back to the courtyard, and he got
This
just
is the key
obliterated.
Looking at a killing spree, very nice. And you'll see the big difference. Okay, Fat Jeff is on final defense. Good. They do have someone on final defense.
Temper
But,
is sneaking
you know,
and waiting around the corner for his chance to shine. He's
Actually,
in.
it's Mex.
Temper is in.
Mexan is also sneaking. Mexan's in. Ooh, nice.
That was a close one. Ibam's
Bams,
also in.
bams, bams. Oh.
Try to wall jump on the button.
And I thought he was going to get it because they were all watching high.
Two guys simultaneously attacking the left side.
A rampage. Blood King is not, I mean, he's definitely a good assaulter, but he's not the best fragger, so he's doing a great job. Okay, let's see Bams now. Bams is in low. He's only got... Oh! Farrah got it. Farrah got it. They
Nice.
had a simultaneous high and low, and they couldn't stop all the cracks.
Okay, gate is open. 1, 2, 3, 4,
objective
5, and soon 6 players are going through it. Red players, I gotta say.
Yep, so now the red team are going to be spawning in that tunnel, and let's see Bams and Temper here. It's going to be another close one, I think.
Oh, nice flag work from Urgamanix.
It's another one where they need to use the width, spread out left and right. So someone's, I think Temper got the cavern, so he's opened the top passage.
Yeah, it was Temper. He just got killed by nose controllers.
So now the top passage is open. So Blood King Noise Control is watching that. Barracks in high.
Oh, nice frag. Almost the second one.
Bams is in low. Nope.
JR is in,
Oh,
and he
I
did
didn't even
it.
see it. I didn't even see
He
him.
snuck
What
in
a
at
ninja.
the top side of the map.
Okay, 3-1. I mean, that was a good defense, finally. We're starting to see, I think they just needed some warm-up or something like that. The maps are getting closer, the defenses are getting a bit longer.
The comeback is real.
Yeah, the comeback is real.
Okay, so how would I disable the weapon stats? Because there were 4 little arrows. So which one of the arrows will lead me to the
The
option?
second one.
The second one. Okay.
Yes, the second one.
Which says
So,
1P, third person, X-ray, I think, and the something.
Yeah, next to that one. Yes.
Okay.
But it'll hide the whole thing. I don't think you can just hide what weapon they have. It'll either hide the whole box or the not box. I think the main difference there you can see on the stats of the scoreboard is that the red team picked up armor 9 times and the blue team only picked up twice, which is a big difference. And the red team also had 1 shield belt.
Yeah. That indeed is a big difference, yeah. Because if you're able to just push in or push through a little bit longer, because you survive longer, then the people behind you will also survive longer because you are the meat shield with your armor, whatever you have.
Yep, and you saw the number of, on that map, you saw the number of times corpses touched objectives. If that guy had armor, it would have been done.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, so this is an interesting map. So this is just a big castle. It's Siege. It's called Siege. It's a big castle.
It looks nice.
And the main point of this map is a massive tower that is just a spiral going up to the top. And you can do some fancy stuff, but it's really a map that you really need strong frag skill to get up the tower.
The map looks pretty cool. It reminds me a little bit of the Unreal map Tundra, if you recall that, and also the Nali castle for some reason. I don't know. Memory lane is hitting.
Yep. No, it does. Blood King made these maps. He's a really good mapper. He's made a DM map. So the score, Alquibus, nice name, is 3 to Fat Jeff's team and 1 to IBAM's team. Oh no, wait, sorry. IBAM's actually won the Riverbed, so I think it's actually 3-2 to Fat Jeff's team.
Okay.
Because we have played 5 maps.
Alrighty. I'm ready. You can let the players know that we're good to go.
So guys, hope you're enjoying the show match. Let us know if you have any comments.
Questions, comments, just leave them in the chat. And we'll always try to answer them in between the maps.
So Fragam, what game type are you? Are you just purely deathmatch? Or are you a bit of elimination? Or
not a lot of elimination actually. It's I would say team deathmatch, and 1-on-1. So the classic normal weapon modes. But let's dive into that after this very match. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit.
Setting double hammer. Double hammer. Look at Spitter go.
He's flying, man. Wow.
And he died on the switch.
And he died
on one of the switches.
1 centimeter next to it.
So Blood King has opened the main doors. You can see the front doors, let's say.
Objective accomplished.
Now the interesting thing about this map is that you see in the center of the tower there is a tower right in the middle.
Yeah, like a water tower or something.
Yes, that is where the defenders spawn. Now the attackers can hammer in there and use the teleporter.
Oh wow. And then get to the different parts of the map like a sniper tower and these kind of things.
Now if you look at Spitter, he was already in, but IBAMS is watching it. Fat Chef's now in.
Yeah, and got killed by IBAMS as well. Nice.
It's lucky Mr. Frost is there because putting one person is a bit dangerous.
I'm watching IBAMS right now, so basically the attackers have to gain access to this very tower and push the button we just saw in the tower.
Yes, so there are a series of there are a series of 3 buttons in the courtyard area that have all been pressed. Okay, so now this main tower is open, and you can see that the defenders will have a hard time, right? Because they need to get to the top of this tower. So very, very important frag skill. Now the attackers do have some. You see this? You see the thing where it says basement breached by a jumper? That means someone from the blue team is taking the teleporter. And you see Blood King is in. He's killed one, but now he's dead.
All right. So those are actually jump heads / lifts.
So that they're hammering into the Now
Mr. Frost
Fat Jeff-
defending, just needing one more bit. Exactly. There we go.
Now, if you look at Fat Jeff, he's doing something. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something very sneaky. You see Fat Jeff?
Yeah, he's hiding around the corner with a
He has
loaded
a-
hammer.
What's he doing? I got no idea. But Farrak knows
caught.
somehow that he's there.
He got caught, man.
He's not there.
Well, the hammer isn't necessarily the easiest weapon to have.
Yes, exactly.
It's
But,
very
you
loud,
can-
you know.
You can launch. You can launch from outside, right to the top of the tower, if you can believe that. But it looks like they're defending the launch. Whatever launch Fat Jeff was trying to do, they didn't manage to do.
Okay, I can't follow him. Awesome, but that works.
Oh, they have
So
a lot
4
of
guys in
players
the tower
coming.
now.
4 guys in. At the top, nope, Temp is dead.
Nice.
So they just pushed in. They pushed in mass, and they got it 3 minutes.
They did exactly what you said would be a good strategy. They hammer jumped into the middle water tower, whatever it is, you know, the round one, and just went through the teleporter. 3 guys.
Yeah. Personally, I would, if defending, usually I would keep someone in that tower just to kill them as they jump in.
Yeah.
But let's see what the red team can do. So I have a nice overhead view of the area. Front door is open. So the next objective is the one under the little staircase, which Farrak
The
is
green
going
button.
for.
Yeah.
Farrak has hammered over to the gatehouse and he's pressed the next button. And now
He's just
the
about to
tower
grab
in
the
corner-
ASMD. Very, very strong weapon. If you're not familiar with UT.
hit scan weapon. If you have a good aim, very strong. Farrak is now going for the main doors to open the doors of the main tower. And actually, Junior, I can see on the X-ray. The X-ray is very helpful for this.
Wow, that was a pretty boss move by Farrak right there. I think he rocket jumped over the defender.
to open the main tower. So I can see through the X-ray that Mr. Frost is in. Nexan is in. Fat Jeff's on the roof. IBAMS is almost at the top, so is Junior. Macho here needs to hold this. It's Macho versus Junior, and Macho wins. Okay, so they defended it.
Okay, I'm gonna scroll out a little bit here.
So it's 2v2 again. Oh, there's a lot of pressure coming through.
3
the
guys
teleporters
in a
again.
row, just going through the teleporter.
Blue team is rushing to get up top.
But I suppose soon
I
their
hear-
ammunition is gonna be gone. They can't have much
yeah.
more.
There's not a lot of ammo. There's only 1 shock up there that they can collect.
Look at Black King. He's basically waiting behind the teleporter exit with a hammer to just jump whoever poor devil is going through.
It's a good strategy. Camp the teleporter with the hammer. It works, you know. They only have 40 seconds left. I mean, they were trying to hammer outside, but they failed. Spitter is stopping it.
2 guys through teleporter. 3 guys now.
Oh, it's
4 guys in a tower.
4 versus 1.
Wow. Macho Man with
What's Macho
probably
Man
the
gonna do?
game-breaking combo here.
And there's only 20 seconds left. Can he hold them?
That was
If
crazy.
I was the red... Oh, come on, the red team. You should have been pushing. What are you doing? They were just hanging around.
Well, maybe they just said they wanna group up or something. But that combo by Macho Man, caught on camera, I'm telling you, that's demoralizing.
Blue team's success.
So some good saves there towards the end, and it's 4-2. Fat Jeff team one win away.
Yeah, one win away to win the series. Because the best of 7. Actually, best of 13. So basically,
First to 5.
is it best of 5?
First to 5. First to 5.
First to 5.
Yeah,
I think I
first
read
to
it's first to 7 in the
Okay.
Discord channel.
Oh.
If it's 13 maps, it makes sense to say it's first to 7.
Well, I'm awake and it's 4:20 a.m. So they better get value
You're
for money.
You're definitely excused.
I see some people in the chat from the dog servers in UT99, very popular assault servers.
Yeah, he's asking if you're recognizing his nickname from the dog servers.
It does seem a bit familiar, actually. I don't remember the exact name.
So I'm seeing that some people joined the stream. We are hosting the Assault mod right now. It's a show match between 2 mixed teams. And my co-host here is Urgamanix from Singapore, which is the creator of this very mod. That's why he knows everything about the mod and can answer all the questions, which I never could do.
Once again, sorry that you can't see the objective markers on spectator mode. It's something that we're trying to fix, but it's something I need Epic's help to fix. Usually, if you're playing in the game, you can see the objective that you need to defend, and also you can see arrows. That's the other thing we can't see.
Yeah, I think the last time I checked out Assault, I was seeing some arrows.
Yeah, it's quite friendly for newbies to Assault.
Absolutely, yeah.
Some work to be done on the spectator mode. I have checked. It is first to 5, and they said with maybe an encore. I don't know what that means. Maybe they're gonna just do some dancing and stuff.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so all the big maps have been picked. We're now getting into the cozier maps, let's say. Rook is a map from UT99. If you played UT99 Assault, you will know this map. It's one of the default maps.
All right. What's special about that one? Or hard, or like easy to attack or defend?
I mean, first of all, it looks great. This map, Blood King, I think, has done a really good job with this map. I think it's one of the best looking assault maps. Now, so this big, on the outside area, there is a massive door, right? And the massive door leads to the final objective. So first thing they're going to do is to try to open the inside, okay? And the inside is opened from the courtyard area. So once again, it'll be very fast. You'll see there's a switch in the courtyard outside.
All right. I'm actually gonna...
There's a bit of spam.
Give you the top view right there.
There's a lot of spam at the first bit of this map. Oh, and already Macho Man opened it. So now Macho Man is waiting to go in, and now we're inside the base. Okay? And if you look inside the base, right at the back of the base, there are some chains. And the chains need to be shot.
Let me see.
And the chains have quite a lot of health.
I see one of them. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that chain has a lot of health, and the attackers need to hit that.
I'm gonna go right back into the action here.
Well, if by action you mean spam, then yes.
The choke point where basically all the projectiles are going through right now. I counted 5 different weapons already. Now 6, which went through it.
Someone was trying to set a hammer, but they failed on the outside. Because you can hammer over that big door and go right for final.
So Black King made it through. Cyborg as well. Just gonna follow him right now.
Cyborg's in.
Yeah, he's attacking the chains.
He's dead.
Got killed in the process.
We can't see the health, but it'll be going down. So it's very important to still keep control of the outside with 1 or 2 defenders, because if you don't, you let them launch. You can't just stick everybody inside.
Okay.
You need to balance it. Spitter hitting it a bit.
Oh, 3 guys
They should get it
going
now,
for
3
the
in.
big chain.
Yep. And there
And
go the
ripped.
gears. So now it's all back on the outside. That little building on the outside has opened, and they've opened the final door.
So there are cogs inside. People have to shoot them or just touch them.
Just touch those ones, and Cyborg's in. Cyborg's heading for the final. All you need to do is reach the ship, and they've escaped. So this is an objective where defenders really need to be, like you see Bams at the back there, he really needs to have a good control over this.
Okay.
Because he's final defense right there. Because
Fetch
right
up
now
going
the
in
attackers...
through the right side. Oh,
You
nice
see
hits.
Macho Man? Okay, Macho Man there was sniping. You can see there are 2 little... like you see Macho Man now, there's
Yeah.
actually a little vantage point.
Yeah,
where you can
that's
snipe.
that's a really
And he
like-
killed Mr. Frost.
crazy situation right now. He has full control of the tower he's in. Ibams doesn't even seem to know where the shot's coming
Spitter
from.
and Cyborg are in.
Oh, wow.
Spitter and
Nice
Cyborg are
shots.
in. And the dead. Can they... Oh, they killed them from behind. Amazing. Amazing. The blue team were through, but they weren't looking behind them, and the defending team threw some link gun. You have some blue corpses there.
Who's the gentleman over here? So Ibams is really the last.
Ibams
defense.
is now back. Yeah, Ibams managed to get back now. But,
Okay,
it's
Spitter
one-on-one with
is getting
Spitter.
closer and closer.
One-on-one with Spitter.
Oh wow, that was a really close call here.
Enforce a kill.
Yeah.
Enforce a kill by Mr. Frost. And look, hey, it's going to be a full defense. First time, 10 seconds left only.
Spitter is almost through. Nope. He died.
defense.
Blood King probably the last chance to do it.
So Fat Jeff's team could not win the map. A full defense. Well done by the blue team there.
So why haven't they tried to hammer?
7, 6,
Was it too
it's
much?
Tough. I think
Was it too much going on at the choke?
2,
too much going on. Yeah, I mean they did try to hammer when the chains were there, but the defense team had a good handle of the outside. I think they just got out-fragged, to be honest with you. I think the blue team are warming up.
Okay.
I would say the blue team have the better fraggers. I said that at the start.
Oh wow. So actually running around with 19 HP and dished out so much damage with the pulse gun.
Ibams, can Ibams get it? So, I mean, Fat Jeff can't win this, but it might be a draw. If it's a draw, it'll go to the number of objectives taken. Okay, so Farrak has got the library gates, and now it's the chains. But I need to say the blue team was so close to finishing that.
Yeah, twice actually.
They had 2 guys, and they just got hit from behind. If they were watching what was going on behind them, they would have.
I think Farrak actually made it through, but got killed in the last instance.
Yeah, he did. Tempest in on the chains. Fat Jeff. Oh, Fat Jeff couldn't stop him in time. That's a much faster chains gone.
It is.
Oh, there was a hammer. There's a hammer. Look at Bams. Bams falls down. I guess he didn't have enough health just to get over the top. He did get hit once or twice, but they did set a hammer. He was close.
Oh, nice.
Tempo almost.
Double kill with the
Tempo
minigun.
almost. Now you see the thing with these main doors, right, is you don't really want to open the main doors, even if you're attacker, so quick, because you want to try to get a hold of the control yard first.
Yep.
Like you see Mexan, he's waiting at the front door.
Yeah.
He's not flicking the switch, because if he can get through, then you know it doesn't allow the defenders to get a handle of the choke point. So they're taking the time. They have 1 minute 50 left. But at some point, they are going to have to open these main doors.
They will have to, yeah. And they actually made it twice to the small tower over there, but got killed like 1 centimeter away by the blue defense.
Oh, Bams is close.
And he did
JR's
it.
opened
JR.
So Fat Jeff already looking to move back. Oh, but Farrak's in. Farrak is through, just like I said. Can he make it? Can Farrak make it?
Yeah, actually,
No,
Temper is
he
giving
died.
him really nice support. Could have worked.
Yeah, but I think the health pool differences were just too much. Right, can the red team win this map, or is it going to be a draw? I gotta say, I think I can't remember how I coded this goddamn thing, to be quite honest with you, but I think if all the objectives are the same, it goes down to kills who wins the map. And I tell you, the red team right now have way more kills, almost double.
Okay.
So it's going to be the red team's game, actually. I think, if I remember how I coded the thing.
So is there any other way than this choke point to go through the courtyard here, or get to the courtyard?
No, there's not. You know, sometimes you just need to frag. So a Junior's through, and there's nobody gonna stop him.
That's really, really hard to actually get through.
He's got for
Wow,
help.
he made it.
He made it. He made it.
Prevent the attackers
Nice.
from escaping through the main gate.
So I think we have a draw in maps right now, right? Do we?
I think
Don't we?
it's 4-3.
Okay.
4-3 to 4-3 to Fat Jeff's team. But you know, it was 3-0, right, or 3-1, and they're catching up.
Mm-hmm.
A bit of shit talking by Blood King.
Well, it's got to be part of it eventually.
But you can look at the difference in kills, right? I mean, you look like
Yeah.
you look at everybody on the red team has more kills than their counterpart on the blue team there,
Absolutely, yeah.
and that made the
Which is
difference.
surprising, because at the beginning we thought that Cyborg, Macho Man, Fat Jeff might have the bigger fragging power, but at least in this map it was the other way around. Also, they had Blood
Yeah.
King, which created the
Yes.
map, you said, right?
Yes, so he probably put in some cheap modes or something like that.
Exactly.
So
Well,
we're heading to the final two maps.
Alkibus is saying that even without the buy rifle, the last map looked like a spam fest. Well, that's owed to the fact that it had this one choke point, and that also was the question I had to Urgamanix, if there was any other way to go through. And if there's obviously only one choke point, then as you know, attacker as well as defender, all you want to do is get kills without getting killed, and that's what you do. You just spam those choke points.
I mean, keep in mind that the attackers have better selection of weapons. Okay, because they have the sniper, whereas the defenders don't have the sniper unless they go all the way to the back of their final objective. You know, so the attackers do have the better weaponry, and they do have armor as well. So.
Okay.
But look, I mean, the thing with Assault is that we've created some maps where it's spam fests, you know, or big choke points, and we've created some maps that are very open. And you know, if you're playing in a cup or you're playing in league, you can pick your map suitable to your team, and I think that's good. You know, there's a strategic element to what maps you pick.
Just reminds me of, I mean, random fact of the day, but it reminds me of in UT2K4 there was a team called SI, Serious Intention, in Team Deathmatch, and they were the only team which constantly picked a DM Phobos, and it was it was a map with low graph, you know.
Yes.
And everyone hated it to play it in Team Deathmatch, and they constantly picked it and trashed everyone on that on that map. So
I mean,
I guess they picked the perfect map for their team. That's what I'm saying.
if you want to win a cup, you win a cup, right? You win it. It's not.
Yeah, you
cheating.
do everything to win, right?
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. So 2 more maps. Can Can the IBAM's team make a remarkable recovery here? Are we going to go to the decider?
Yeah,
Or is
one map to
Fatjeff
come
gonna
back.
Pull it back. So Hurons is a fun map. There's some opportunities for hammer launching. I will be right back in 10 seconds.
Sure. The map reminds me kind of a like a medieval or a Viking or dwarf fortress or something. Looks very fantasy-like. Could be straight out of Guild Wars or something. We have map number, I think, 8. And a double hammer just happening. I think it failed. 2 people again. Wow.
Macho Man with the hammer.
Yeah, he
But he
actually
got
made
sniped?
it,
Did he
but
get sniped?
he got sniped. Yeah. He still made it.
Okay, the gates are opening. So this first area is now gone. At the back there, and you can see now we have this complicated series of towers behind us. Now inside the bottom of the tower is a sword, and that sword needs to be collected. So Noise Controllers is going to go collect the sword.
Objective accomplished.
That's done. And now this is the key objective now. This is the chokehold. They need to get where Junior is now, and Farak. There is a portcullis, open portcullis, and those are the lifts. Now, Macho Man, oh, did you see
He almost
that?
make it, yeah.
Did you? He got sniped and he got face planted against the wall. Beautiful sniper shot. So you can hammer up there. But the thing they're trying to get to is where his corpse is. I hear a hammer again. I don't see where the hammer is. Okay.
I'm gonna look around, actually see it.
A
Fatjeff
spitter is setting a hammer.
at the bottom, sneaking. Nice combo over there. Killing almost 2 people.
So Junior's final defense right now. Farak needs to turn around and... Okay, good. Junior has a good hold on it.
I think
I hear a hammer.
Ibams is
I
spamming
hear a
from the
hammer.
bottom.
There's a hammer.
Yeah.
Fatjeff and
At
Cyborg and Spitter,
the
but
bottom,
Junior stopped it.
3 guys try to actually hammer up. Both get killed.
But Junior sacrificed his position to do that, and now Mexan is trying to defend against 3, but he did. But the pushing through, Bams took a big hit.
Oh, nice combo down there. Defensive combo.
Yeah, I think IBAM's team has hit their stride, really, in these last maps.
Blue's having lots of trouble to actually collecting their team. It looks like they're kind of dropping in one by one, you know, and getting killed.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, it's just a
like
meat grinder
flies.
at the minute, right?
Yeah.
Here comes
absolutely.
Nira now. So here's Cyborg. Up at Cyborg.
Yeah, well, for some reason they left their defensive controlling positions.
Spitter's in.
Yeah.
Oh, Spitter. And Nira Junior is making amazing effort defending this. Now he's got 2 more. Junior's finally
And he's dead. One's
They're
through.
But Junior made a brilliant effort there. He had people hammering up on the left. He had people coming low from the right. So now we go up the tower to the higher bit.
Wow.
And the next
Crazy
objective
lifts.
to take is to get into the final tower where Farak is, where Mexan is. If you get into there, the attackers get new spawns.
So 4 guys defending this right now. Farak, Mexan against Ibams. However, it looks like Ibams is rather focusing on the other side. He was.
Well, you see,
He was focusing
never know.
down. Yeah.
because you can hammer up.
Nose control
Nose
as the
control
meat
is in with
shield
armor.
with the armor. Yeah. Cyborg is through.
Oh, and Cyborg's in.
Nice
So all
combo.
they need to do now is touch the cross, touch the relic. They have new spawns. So they're using good width. Fat Jeff was on the right. There's some on the left.
Now we're being
Need,
shut down. Nose control
nose
almost
controllers.
there.
Fat Jeff sent a hammer. Look at Fat Jeff. Cyborg's in the window. Cyborg jumped through the window. Cyborg's going to get it. Yep,
They made
Cyborg
it.
got it. Launch, hammer launch from Fat Jeff there to get it. Okay, decent defense.
Wow, man, that's a crazy map. I like it.
With the river of blood at the end.
Yeah. Add some soul to the maps, you know.
Okay, so no hammer launching shenanigans, just pushing 3 to the left, 3 to the right.
Oh, nice combo work here from Cyborg.
Mech sends in. Yeah, they just got overwhelmed there. A nice split by IBAM's team, spreading out the width again. So I think Fat Jeff's team is going to start stressing out a bit here. And when you stress out, you start to make mistakes. Like you see, nobody is defending final. Okay, Nira's sorted there.
Yeah, I'm actually
Objective accomplished.
zooming out a little bit.
Mexan's almost in. No. Farrak setting a hammer below. Farrak waiting for someone with the hammer. They stopped it.
It looks like a decent defense right now, though. I think the only position they don't have covered right now is where Spit is standing.
Yes, and he jumped down. It's good to have position there because you make the attackers need to look in 5 different positions.
Yeah, but no one seems to like to stay there, which is a pity. Because they could just easily spam down.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, Fat Jeff's team look like they have good control, but it's weird. I don't see any red team. They must be doing something. Are they doing something suspicious?
Maybe they collect or something. Let me actually check. I
No,
hear
no,
2
go back.
hammers at least.
Farrak and Junior are setting a hammer right at the back. But they're screwing it up. They don't have time to screw it up. Oh, you see that? IBAMs and Junior are up there right now. But you see Spitter was right at the top of the final, but they killed him. This is a very unorthodox route. Look at Junior.
Okay, what I believe they did is they all collected certain weapons and then said, okay.
Mexen's in? Oh, Mexen!
Wow.
Objective
IBAMs is in.
Very nice.
They actually went backwards to closer to the starting position and hammered some people on top of that bridge area.
Very nice. Yeah.
So let's see. We're up to the upper area here.
Let's see the defense.
Now you see below Farrak's doing something sneaky again. Set another hammer.
Okay, two guys made it into the top tower.
IBAMs and Farrak are both setting hammers. And nobody's stopping them. You need to watch his hammer. Watch this. Watch this. Oh no, that failed. The defending team's going to realize. Nobody's coming. You have the whole team messing around down below.
Yeah, they're trying the same trick as before. Yep, they're getting spammed now. Took too long.
Yeah, you can't take that long. No. They had a hammer set up, but they didn't set it up properly. So now they're pushing in. They said, "Fuck the hammer."
Oh wow! Items actually jumped through the window. He almost made it.
Through the window.
Objective accomplished.
I think it was
Temple is
just.
breached.
I think it was just luck that he got caught.
Can they hold this for 20 seconds?
Because it was just spawning there.
Tough. JR on the right side there, dead.
Cyborg being very sneaky around the corners.
10 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Mexan dead. Junior in. Temper in. Temper's going for it. Temper's got it. Temper's got it. Oh, look how close Temper is.
Oh, so close.
Look how
Yeah,
close
like
he is.
1 meter next to that. Crazy. I guess the
And
teams
that's
were.
it. Fat Jeff's win.
Yeah,
5-3.
the teams were picked very nicely. I think very even. GG.
Yeah, GG. So that was Assault. I mean, you know, like I said, the first couple of maps, the defense was really shoddy. But you can see, you know, after the first 3 maps or so, they got their stuff in order. And, you know, at the end of the day, I think when both teams settled down, I think the red team, you know, almost had the frags to get this, but it was so close there at the end. You know, it was a really close match. Shall we go into Shall we go into the winning team?
Yeah.
Jeff's. And see what they have to
Let's
say?
do that. Sounds like a plan.
One second.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Congrats.
Yeah,
Thanks, man.
thank
you.
Yeah, happy.
So what happened? We were watching the first couple of maps, and the defense was non-existent on both teams. And then, as we went through the maps, both teams started to sort of get a handle on things with back defense and stuff.
Yeah.
How would you say the flow of the match went? Because you almost lost it,
Correct. Yeah, the way we started was that I miscalculated the time we had before the defense started. When you start a map, we attacked with blue, and then we switch and we had to defend. But then you have 10 seconds. So I was too late with telling the guys the positions. So that was the
Okay.
problem in the first, I think 1 or 2 maps.
Yes.
Yeah, I think 2 maps.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that
first
way,
two maps.
yeah, we changed that. We first started in the next map. We started with the defense tactics, and then we were talking and discussing the attack tactics. So
Well, it looks to have really helped you out. That simple thing of putting the defense tactics first seems to have really helped.
Yeah, I think the position was on some maps was not good organized. Some people weren't on the position we may have discussed, but that happens. No problem.
How many times have you?
We're missing 2 players with voice. They have no voice. Blood King and
Okay,
Noise.
that's really important actually in team games to be able to communicate.
Yeah,
So how many times have you practiced before?
Practice? Well, I think, to be honest, we did one session with discussing the defensive tactics. I think that was like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and that was with not with everyone. Cyborg wasn't there.
Okay.
And I think we missed Spitter. Spitter was
I
there.
was.
Yeah, I thought we missed 2 guys, but anyway, defensive tactics and then some easy launches we tried to do in the game, but somehow it didn't really paid off.
Yeah, so at the last map, there was some nice hammer strategies, but also some pretty easy fuck ups, I would say.
Yeah, correct.
Yes, exactly.
The other team did a very nice change of tactic with the Hurons map. When they got the switch, the first objective at Hurons, they first pushed out to the Huron sword, the normal route, and then they switched tactic by launching people up at the back, 3 guys.
Exactly, yeah.
They got the switch surprise there. And that's common, and that's a new thing with the changes made by this map, is that you can walk with some kind of bridge towards the lift from the...
Yes, and that's what the blue team did.
Yeah, that's what they did. They adapted pretty good with the changes on the map. That wasn't really possible in the past.
Okay, great. So do you have anything? We need to go to the losing team. We probably should have gone to the losing team first, but anything else to say to the streamers, watchers?
Well, I hope the people could see what Assault is really all about. I think not everything paid off, like I talked to a minute ago with the launches, but there is a lot of depth and strategy in Assault. It's not just raw frag power, as you can...
Yeah, we could all see that, and it was really nice to see.
Yeah, to see that we win.
Yeah,
obviously, and you cemented yourself and your names obviously in the memories of between 40 and 70 viewers here.
Wow, amazing!
Really?
Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, man, for setting this up.
Yeah.
Okay.
But people have to make
Thanks,
sure
guys.
that this is just a pre-alpha game, pre-alpha mode. So like maps like Rook, as you could see, was total shit with the cannon. Yeah.
With the grenades. Bit spammy. Yeah. Okay, thanks, guys.
Alone.
Awesome.
thanks.
Let's go down to the losing.
Thanks for playing.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Nicely
So I
played, and I specifically want to highlight the last map. It was really nice to watch, and you made Urgamanix say that it was very unorthodox, your play style, because obviously you used some secret strats at the end. It was nice, yeah.
Well, Temper, I mean, if you'd have stuck your tongue out, I think you would have touched the final objective. You need to find the key. You need to bind a key to taunt or stick the tongue out or something like that. You were so close.
Yeah.
But I mean, what happened on the final map? You were setting up that double hammer for so long, and you weren't getting it working. And if you'd pulled that off, it would have been a draw. Or you would have gone to the final map. What happened in that last map?
In that particular situation, we had some miscommunication because me and the Farouk set up behind the spawn. So it took some time for our guys to realize they were going back and then jump. But we haven't practiced any launches for this Showmatch, but we took it out from our head. So we tried and we pushed. I think the maps that didn't have launches, we were successful pushing that much time.
Rook, you had almost twice as many kills, which I highlighted as the defending team. But I was just asking the blue team because the first maps were very poorly defended. And I think it was Macho was saying that it was because they were giving the attacking strats first, and they ran out of time for the defense strats. How did you guys change up what you were doing after the first 2 or 3 maps where the defense was really poor?
Yeah, we got pissed and we stuck together and focused.
That's sometimes.
Yeah, but we basically knew that they were launching and had good assault tactics, so we had to really focus on the defend positions. So we got through the defend positions and we had 2 back, 1 middle, 2 middles and 2 front, and Farak was freelancing with sniper, so it worked better and better. So I think we got the team together. Actually, that was better in the end.
Yeah, I think we could all witness that with time, actually your team was getting better and better and getting more organized as it looked like.
Yeah,
it was nice to see the dynamic of the team actually.
Yeah, it was really fun to play.
Well played.
Great. So, do you have any final things to say before we close off the stream, or just say our closing remarks? Anything else?
Yeah, everyone should try assault, and because it's not only about deathmatch, it's also about tactics and try to sneak and hide and get some launches. It's a very complex game actually, so you take some time to learn it and it will be very fun.
Awesome. Yeah, okay, I could not have said it better. I would like to thank you all for playing this match today. Also, thank you to Urgamanix for co-hosting this and obviously for creating the whole mod. If you guys watching would like to try it out, Urgamanix is going to give you the link to the official Discord, which is... Now it's your turn.
Yes, thank you. ut4assault.com. The 4 is a number, ut4assault.com. And the Discord, is ut4assault.com/Discord. Okay, ut4assault.com/Discord. We have at least a 7v7 up every night. We have it on the Phoenix hub, which is one of the most popular hubs for the Europe players. So just pop by. Be prepared to spend a bit of time learning the maps, because you need to know the objectives and stuff like that. But it's quite fun, and it's something different. It doesn't replace, or it's not better than any of the other game types. It's just something a bit different. So,
awesome.
and thank you, Fragam, for hosting this and helping raise the, because we need to do everything we can to just keep UT4 Assault in people's minds. Not UT4 Assault, sorry, UT4 in people's minds.
Yep, that's
and
true.
Keep the activity going. Yep.
And that's also why I was totally supportive of your great idea to do a show match, because when I started the UT4 team at Mouse Sports in March, basically the whole idea of, next to playing with good people, was to bring a pro team like Mouse Sports, a pro org, into the UT world, so to speak, or bring it back. And I see myself as an ambassador of the game because I love it, and I'm great we could do the show match. And let's hope this brings a lot of new players who also enjoy the game, just as you do, just as I do.
Yep.
Awesome.
And I think that's a perfect ending. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll definitely see you around.
Cool. Then I'll close the stream for now, and we'll be back later with some UT Deathmatch. Awesome.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.